All right, so you're here with us because you want to get right to it, right? I mean, no one has time to waste these days, and you want to understand things quickly, and you want to understand them thoroughly.
Absolutely. And I think that's a big part of why we're talking about this book today.
Exactly. I mean, this Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist.
Yeah, a book that has resonated with millions and millions of people.
People who are searching for their purpose in life, people who are wondering if there's some sort of universal plan out there for them.
It's fascinating, right? How this story of a shepherd boy just going on this journey has become such a huge inspiration for so many.
I know, and it makes you wonder, what is it about this book? So Coelho is a Brazilian author,
Yeah.
and he first published The Alchemist back in 1988.
In Portuguese originally.
That's right, in Portuguese, and since then it's been translated into over 80 languages.
It's incredible.
It really is. So in this deep dive, we are on a mission.
Yeah.
We're going to try to unpack why this seemingly simple story about following your dreams has had such a profound impact around the world.
Right. And I think a good place to start is with this idea of the personal legend.
Okay, yeah, personal legend. That's right at the heart of the book.
It really is. And, the book presents this concept as your unique, your true life purpose.
So almost like a reason for being.
Exactly. And there's this one quote that I think really sums it up. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it.
I mean, it's like almost everything's possible.
Yeah, and it speaks to that deep yearning that we all have.
Hmm.
At some point in our lives, we feel like there's something more.
Yeah, like there's something calling us.
Exactly. And I think that's what the personal legend is all about.
But even if we feel that call, the book acknowledges that there's a big obstacle in our way.
Absolutely. I mean, fear is portrayed as the biggest barrier to actually achieving our dreams.
And there's another quote that I love about this.
Go ahead.
Tell your heart that the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself.
Oh, yeah. That's a powerful one.
I mean, think about it. How often do we psych ourselves out? We build up these potential negative outcomes in our minds,
All the time.
and it actually prevents us from even taking the first step.
It paralyzes us.
Yeah. And the book seems to be saying, trust the process,
Have faith.
even when things are uncertain.
Right, because more often than not, the things that we're so afraid of, they never even happen.
It's so true. And, along the way, on this journey to fulfill our personal legend, there are going to be bumps in the road, right?
Of course. I mean, it's not always going to be smooth sailing.
But what I find interesting is that the alchemist kind of reframes those setbacks.
Yeah, instead of viewing them as failures,
Yeah.
they become these crucial learning experiences.
They're like lessons learned.
Exactly like stepping stones.
And there's another great quote, there is only one way to learn. It's through action.
So it's not enough to just think about it. You have to actually go out there and do it.
You have to experience it.
And make mistakes and learn from them.
That's how we grow, right?
Exactly. And I think that's a huge part of what makes the journey itself so valuable.
It's not just about the destination.
It's about who we become along the way.
And speaking of the journey, there's this idea of maktub.
Oh, yeah. Maktub, meaning it is written.
It's this concept of trusting the universe's timing.
Right, like there's a bigger plan that we're not always aware of.
And sometimes there are going to be delays, detours, things that we didn't expect.
And it can be frustrating, when things don't go according to our plan.
Totally. But the book is suggesting that those delays might actually be happening for a reason.
There might be lessons that we still need to learn.
Yeah, like the universe is saying, hey, hold on a second. You're not quite ready yet.
So be patient. Have faith.
And trust that things will unfold in the right way.
Exactly.
It's not always about instant gratification.
It's about trusting the process.
I love that. And I think that leads us to this question of, where do we find true happiness?
Where's the treasure?
Yeah. And the alchemist has this beautiful quote about that. Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
And it's interesting because the treasure that the shepherd boy is seeking in the story, it's not what he expects.
Right.
It's not this material wealth or fame or anything like that.
No, it turns out to be something much deeper.
And I think the twist at the end of the story where he finds the treasure back where he started,
Yeah.
that's really telling.
It's like the journey was the real treasure.
It was about the growth,
Yeah.
the experiences, the connections he made along the way.
And the skills he developed.
Exactly. And I think that applies to all of us.
Yeah.
The real riches are often found within ourselves.
It's not about external things.
It's about the journey, the growth, the love, the connections.
So the alchemist is ultimately telling us to listen to that inner voice.
That intuition that's guiding us.
To pursue our dreams even when it's scary.
And to have faith in something bigger than ourselves.
Trust the universe.
Trust the process.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? What is that treasure that you already possess
What are those skills as experiences that you've gathered along the way?
that you might not even be fully aware of
Yeah,
that could help you on your own journey to fulfilling your personal legend?
your own unique path.
Maybe that's something to think about.
Definitely.
All right, until next time.
Take care.